made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Coach, there will be time for reflection, certainly as the season goes on, but for what might be the final time in the East Bay, it is opening night of the NFL season here in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Denver Broncos.
Come on, fellas.
Down. You want it, eh?
Bang it. Bang it.
Check it out, check it out.
This is Jalen Richard, the fourth-year man from Southern Miss. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, unless there's a postseason meeting later in the year, this is most likely the final time that the Broncos and Raiders will play in Oakland. Of course, so much history between the two since their inaugural season in the AFL back in 1960. Broncos and Raiders, they've been locked together in the same division, facing off twice a season. And this rivalry also stands as the most common pairing for Monday night games like we have here, 18 times, the most of any two teams.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing his car on third down. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at their own 16. Now Flacco. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Flacco's throw taken in by Fant. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Now it's Flacco. He's got his tight end Fant. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsay. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsay. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Flacco will come to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Flacco leaves to Lindsay on the draw. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right hand. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33. Shotgun now for Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr take it down. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking expecting a third down here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Hey, Echo.
Now Carr. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow. His first NFL reception goes for 6 as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Flacco. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Throwing here on first down. Flacco. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Passing play, Flacco. This one complete to the running back, Lindsay. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Flacco now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
We're good. 93. 93.
Here's Carr to throw. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. On 1st down, Lindsey. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Flacco. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Flacco. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jeff Hireman there to make the grab. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Richard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Carr now to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. He's going to let this one go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Hey, foxtrot.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Denver, and even 50 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen to fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Now on 2nd and 13, Flacco. And he whips that one incomplete there. Jeff Hireman, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Here's Flacco. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. Philip Lindsay, the intended target.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
47, Mike. 47, Mike. Mike, 47. Here we go. Mike. Hey, Raider 2. Mike. Express.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Hey, Zoo. I got you. White Monday down. Check 15.
On second down now, Richard. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, we're good.
Now Carr. Got his man. It's Williams. Oh, and now some space to operate. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams as the first half is winding down as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
We got this. The Broncos take over first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, check my 50. Mike gives a 50. Check my 50. Hey, one day.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Wide. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. 3 touchdown passes now for Joe Flacco as his guys are able to regain the lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. Now, a little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
So we have reached halftime here in the final game of opening weekend 2019. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The pass there complete to Sutton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's get this. 637. Get down.
From just shy of midfield, Carr. This will be caught by Brown. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Carr. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski, okay? Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. And he comes back with one complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Carr gives to Richard. And some room to run now. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jalen Richard, 65 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. Flacco from midfield. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. On 2nd and 9, Carr, rush coming, and he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Carr to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Raider 2. White. 734. Hey, orbit.
The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr.
Let's go, dude. Big series right here. We got to step up.
And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
54 Mike. Here we go.
On 1st down. It's Lindsey, and this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 44. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Flacco. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Carr. Lets it go for Nelson. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. J.J. Nelson, 48 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Flacco looks to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now it's Freeman. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Broncos, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time. Right.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I used to know it's my homie. There's so many miracles bird in my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it slow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gang saying hippies. Feel like they know what I'm about. I'm not. The stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Give everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but them LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk inside the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clarity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice. Taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice. Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest, though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my best.
Come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Felt the risk, I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest, though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Yeah. When I've been up this When up and up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me. When I've been up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I better kill them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep, designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They ain't thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They check second to 10.
Hey.